Okay, let's see if I got this down correct. This is my second attempt of doing a YouTube live for On the Fly vlog production. Now, my anticipation is that I will only use this format to create personal vlog updates. I still plan on doing vlog episodes that are very intentional about the content that I'm creating. But I have this desire personally. It's never been a commitment that I've made to you guys, but I have a personal commitment, not a personal commitment, no, a personal desire to create content on a consistent basis. And for me, man, if I kind of like the idea of publishing out something brand new every single day. I love to communicate with you guys and just share what's on my what thoughts are on my mind, what things I'm experiencing, the things that I'm learning, having a great time just doing that. And I'm looking for ways to be more consistent and have it. Let's see here, be more efficient with the time. One of the things when you're creating vlog content, it sounds pretty ridiculous, but to record something on a camera and put the SD card over and transition and then to upload and get your thumbnails and stuff like that, it's not really a lot of work. But the thing is that at the end of the day or whatever, if you want to, it's more work than it needs to be sometimes. And I did this as a test last night. I actually tried a live vlog from my phone, just using the YouTube app, just hitting the go live button. And instantly, one thing that I do absolutely love that they built into the YouTube Live app for creating video content from your phone. Number one, what they got right is the thumbnail. So first thing you do when I go to the iPhone app for YouTube, I click on Go Live, and it's like, okay, cool. Do you want this unlisted or do you want this public? I love the fact that if I wanted to, I could actually create a live video that's unlisted, which means that basically nobody gets to see it unless I share the link out. And I suppose oh, wow. I was trying to think. Interesting. So that's how people are doing it. So I've noticed that some people are using YouTube Live for webinars where only paid members get access. And I'm thinking, how do they do that if that's being broadcast on their YouTube channel? They're broadcasting as unlisted, which means that anybody who has the link or anybody anywhere that video is embedded would work. And okay, I get it now. All right, so I love the fact that there is the option to go live and have it unlisted, which means that either you could share it out privately with people, you could embed that on a page where only certain people could see it, but you could also just be recording a vlog for yourself as if I was here by myself without any chat, without any live audience watching. Now, currently, I chose the option to go public. That way, right now, for example, I see there are 3 people who are watching this live. I don't know who they are because they have not yet typed anything into the chat box. By the way, if you're one of the 3 people who are watching live, say hello. I'd love to shout out and say hello to you. Anyway, so I love the option that I have there. Then you can actually give your video a title. And if you click on more options, there's the ability. It's Charles again. Hello, Charles. Anyway, there's also the ability for you to write in your description of the video as well if you click on the more options. And there's some advanced options where you can turn off the YouTube chat or leave it on and all that other stuff. And the other one was a very long username on YouTube. He says, yo, hello, yo, back to you. Anyway, I didn't, let's see, can I read? Okay, so I got to figure out nope, I don't want that. It is the Bible Thumping Wingnut Network. So it was the Bible Thumping Wingnut Network is watching. Anyway, so I love the fact that there are those options. And then once you choose all the options for your live stream, you click on next. And the very next thing it does, it says, hey, get ready, 3, 2, 1. And it's saying pose for your thumbnail. So you get that opportunity to go like that, and you wait for it to flash the screen as if it's taken the camera, and doing that, and then of course you get to see that thumbnail, and then you hit go live, and then as soon as you go live. Now, yesterday when I did this, I noticed that I started talking as soon as it says that I was live, but when I watched the playback today, I noticed that it waited a couple seconds, so I was already talking, and so the first few seconds got cut off. Not a big deal. Okay, yeah, it's not a big deal, but it is something for me to try to figure out. If I would love to figure out how many seconds before YouTube's actually recording this thing, right? The other thing that I would love, so I did this last night and I walked around the house. I noticed that the video quality is not up to par with what I would want it to be. It seems like YouTube's recording everything on their end instead of recording it locally on my phone and then uploading it. I wish they would do that instead. Let me see, I'm gonna click on some buttons here. Hopefully I don't lose you guys, but yeah, there's the option to mute microphone. There's no option that I can see here to save this to my camera roll. There's like a little wizard thing here. I wonder what that is. Oh, I can do some filters, and I don't want to do video filters. So how do if I just click that again, I can get out of it. Yeah, but I do not see the ability for me here for me to be able to save this video locally to my camera roll. Now on Facebook Live, when I do Facebook Live, I have that option. Maybe it's here and I'm not aware of it. If any of you are more skilled or versed in how to do things on YouTube Live so that it saves it to my camera roll, please let me know in the comments of this video. That'd be great. So yesterday what I did is I'm like, okay, I did this, or last night, and I hit publish and it immediately went out. One thing I forgot to do. So I came in today, I'm like, okay, I need to download from YouTube that video so that I have my digital copy. I keep digital archives of all the content that I create. And so I downloaded Vlog 235 from yesterday and I have a copy of it. That's cool. But one of the things that I noticed is that I forgot to put the video into the playlist for my vlog, because I put all of my things in all of these vlog episodes in a playlist called The Vlog. So I did that today and I downloaded the episode, but the thumbnail is pretty decent and hey, it's cool. I like it. The only thing I don't like so far, the two things that I don't like about this vlogging from the phone thing, or maybe it's three. Number one, I didn't like that it cut off the first few seconds from when it said that I was live. Number two, I don't like that it's not, and I don't like that it's not recording a copy of it to my camera roll. I would love to have a local copy of this. And is there a third thing that I don't like? I don't know that there actually is. Anyway, the thing is it's so easy to do, and I can create vlog content on the fly, and I will probably end up doing more vlog content like this, personal ones. Let's see here. Are you thinking of doing more live in YouTube? So yes, I am thinking about it, but if I do it, it'll be just for these personal vlogs. All right, so the title of this vlog was not a review of YouTube Live for vlogging, although that's what I have talked about for the first 8 minutes and 45 seconds of this video. That's interesting. I wonder if it cut off the first few seconds and I'm seeing 8 minutes and 45 seconds, or right now it's 8:54, 8:55, 8:56. Now I wonder if I go back and if it cut off the first few seconds again, I wonder when I said those numbers like 9:02, 9:03, 9:04, 9:05, 9:06, I wonder if that matches up with the playback. I'm gonna check that out after this thing goes live, or after it goes onto my YouTube channel. Oh, by the way, one other thing, I did find the third thing that I didn't like. It was right here. So when I go into my content creation, my what do you call that? Hold on, they have a name for it. I'm gonna go into my YouTube panel. It is when you go to YouTube Studio, it breaks out. It's got a list of all your uploads, and then it's got a different tab for your live videos. And so I went to go download the video and I'm like, oh, it's not there. Why isn't it? And it's because it wasn't an uploaded video. See, we could solve all of that if you actually record this thing locally and then upload it. Now, by the way, one thing that I could see myself doing is recording a video on my camera roll, not doing it live, but then using the upload tool in the YouTube app to upload directly to YouTube. That is an option for me as well. But from my recollection, I don't think that I can choose the thumbnail. I don't think it gives me the opportunity to give a thumbnail. So that's the only that's one benefit of going live and doing it from this perspective. Still thinking about all of that. Anyway, so what were the other two topics? What's the name? It should tell me the name of this video because now I forgot what were the topics that I said I was going to talk about. I think an update on my car and what was the other one? I was going to give you an update on my car. Oh, and my new phone. I think that that's it. You know what? I'm live on YouTube. I wonder if I didn't even think about this. I'm going to try this out. I'm going to go to my channel and I'm going to see if I'm live. Look, right here it is. Here I am. I'm going to click on here. Look, right here it is. Here I am. I'm going to click That's me. Here. Right here it is. Check this out. This is me pointing to saying, this is me, who is pointing to him, who's saying, this is me, who's pointing to him, who's saying this, who's pointing to him, who is pointing to him. Inception. Ah. Inception. Ah. All right. That was absolutely ridiculous, indulgent, and fun all at the same times. All at the same time. That was fun. Anyway, so yes, my car update and my new phone. So I'm going to click on vlog here and tell you that in vlog episode number 231, I mentioned that my car broke down. My 1974 Volkswagen Beetle broke down. And that was just over a week ago. Got a call yesterday from the mechanic, and it turns out that the fuel pump disintegrated. It basically needs a new fuel pump. And it also needs one of those fuel pump filters, one of those little plastic gas cylinder things and stuff like that. He's got that all taken care of. He went ahead and cleaned out the carburetor. He changed the oil, adjusted the valves, all of that stuff. He says it's purring like a kitten. And technically I could have picked it up at the end of the day yesterday. But then I asked him two other things. I said, hey, you know, when I first bought my Volkswagen Beetle, the fuel neck hose that goes from the gas tank all the way up to the fuel, the fuel intake on the side of the car, it had been, what do you call that when it is dry? It was dry rotted. And so I said, when I filled up the tank, the gas would permeate through the little cracks, and the fumes were horrid when I was driving my car right after gas would go through that little filler neck. And I said, I personally replaced those hoses, everything's fine, and it got rid of about 80% of the smell of gas. I said, but still, when I fill up the tank, I still get fumes in the car. And I said, is that normal? Is that something I just need? He goes, no. He goes, let me check all the other little hoses, the little there's vent hoses that are all throughout the car. And he goes, I'll go and I'll look into that. And I said, well, I've got one other thing I'd like you to look into. I said, I bought this car it was originally remodeled and modified in Texas. And for whatever reason, when they did it, they took out the heat. So if you open up the bonnet, you'll see that the channel where the heat would come from, they've like sprayed some kind of spray foam or something inside of there, and there's no vents that connect the heater channels into the vents of the car. And I said, I don't know what else they did or what they didn't do. I said, but I have a question for you. Could you let me know, is there any way possible to restore the heat? I know that bugs are not great for heat in the first place, but if they haven't completely removed the channels, and all it takes is taking that spray foam out and then putting some things on there, is it possible for us to get heat in this car like it was intended to have, or from the engine heat like it normally would? And he says, hey, I'll need to go and I'll need to look and see and investigate all the things that they did to when they modified it, and he goes, "And I'll get back with you. I'll call you back." Now, I thought he might call me back yesterday, but he didn't. So it's not a big deal. It's not like this is, it's not the end of the world that I don't have my car right now, although I do miss Abigail so much. But just the thought that when I get my car back, that I might have heat. Oh, that's gonna be so cool. Anyway, or so warm. Anyway, that's the update on my car. The good news is that she's up and running again and stuff like that. And the only reason I don't have my car back is because I'm having him look to see, number one, is there anything that can be done to get rid of all gas fumes from the gas tank that's up front, and also the idea of having heat in my car. The prospect of even the idea that it might possibly happen is going to be cool. I don't care if it's just the factory heat that is typical and standard for bugs. It's better than nothing, which is what I have now. And I don't know. Matter of fact, I think if he is able to get it, he may have to even install the fan blowers and switches and stuff like that. And it may take even a couple more weeks. It will be worth it to me, and I'll pay up to a reasonable amount to have heat back in it, to have it closer to what it was supposed to be. So that's my update on my car. And then the last thing is my new phone. I have a brand new phone. I'm super excited about it. In previous videos, personal vlogs, updates, I mentioned that I was excited about getting the brand new iPad Pro. I was going to get the 11-inch iPad Pro with LTE connection so that I would have an always connected iPad. I use my iPad Pro that I currently have, my 12.9-inch. I use this thing every single day, but it rarely ever leaves my office. Sometimes I will go on a business meeting or a lunch with Stephanie, and I will take this thing with me, but I hate to do it because this thing is so big, it's so heavy, and it's so bulky that, quite frankly, I just don't like carrying it around. But I love having it here, and I love using it. I mean, I use this thing every single day, and even if I would have got the new iPad, I would have still used this. It's Wi-Fi. I would just leave it here in my studio. It would be a permanent fixture right here on my desk, which it is. All right. So my idea was that I would get this 11-inch, this portable, super awesome iPad Pro. And who knows, I may still get it, but I decided not to get it for a couple reasons. Number one, my car broke down, which was an unexpected, unbudgeted expense. We have the money for it. It's not a big deal. But the thing is it was unbudgeted, unplanned for. My daughter came home from college last weekend, and for some reason, her iPhone 7 completely lost all cellular connectivity. Turns out that it was actually an issue from Apple, and it was one where even though the phone was out of warranty, they were going to fix it at no charge. Because it was something that it was a part of their repair program. The only thing is, though, she needed to go to school the next day, and she drives 3.5 hours there, 3.5 hours back. And I didn't want her to be on the road without a cell phone, and they were going to give her a loaner phone, but she won't be back until Thanksgiving, and they can't give her a loaner phone for more than 2 weeks. And there's just all this other stuff, and we were looking at all the options, and one option was to actually, I think they would give me $175 for her iPhone 7, and I said, I'll tell you what, I'll take the trade-in. Here's what we'll do. I will give my daughter my iPhone 8 Plus, which even still has Apple Care Plus on it. So I gave her my iPhone 8 Plus. We assigned her phone number to it. We restored all of her information. So basically, she has my old iPhone 8 Plus. And I decided to go ahead and get the iPhone XS Max. The iPhone XS Max. And this phone is incredible. I love it. I wasn't planning on upgrading to I was going to wait until the next year's version of the iPhone 10 version, with all the notch and the everything else, the full screen bezel-less phone. I was hoping that next year they would have the USB-C version, but because of this, I went ahead and upgraded. And quite frankly, upgrading to this phone is about the same price as uploading to the iPad Pro 11-inch. About the same price. And I'm like, okay, but that would be yet another unexpected unanticipated expense. And then Stephanie needed all 4 brand new tires on the Honda Pilot, which we knew that was coming up. That was an anticipated expense, but it was still, it was in excess of $1,000 to put 4 brand new tires on a 2013 Honda Pilot. So when I looked at all of these things, and it's like, could I make all of this work? What was all the expensive? Could I pay to have my car fixed? Yes. Can I do that and have this upgraded iPhone XS Max? Yes. Can I do all of that and get the iPad Pro? Yes. Can I do all of that and buy the new tires on the car? Yes. Should I? Personally, right now, I don't think so. I think there are some other priorities. There are some other financial things that we're working towards and paying towards and other priorities. And I'm like, okay, this is a lot of unexpected, unanticipated spending. So I made the decision. I canceled my iPad Pro 11-inch order from Apple, and so I don't have it. But I love my new iPhone XS Max. Going from the 8 Plus to let me just tell you, Face ID rocks. I thought I was gonna miss the Thumb ID, Finger ID. What was that, Thumb ID? I can't even remember what we called it now. The home button, do not miss it at all. Oh my gosh, Face ID is amazing. I love the additional screen space. I've got old man eyes. I wear contacts, and because I wear contacts, I don't see very well close up unless I put my old man reader glasses on. If I don't have my contacts in, I can actually see everything up close perfectly fine. I just can't see anything far away. But if I'm reading anything like here, I have to have my old man reader glasses on. So I love the bigger screen, and I love the fact that there's more screen real estate. And quite frankly, it's like, wait a second, what am I know that I was excited about the new Apple Pencil, and the biggest thing about having a portable iPad Pro would be the ability to work with GoodNotes. The ability to work with GoodNotes with Apple Pencil and just write stuff in while I'm on the go and have that automatically sync because of LTE back to this iPad here that's always in the studio. I'm not able to do that on the iPhone XS Max. There's no Apple Pencil support. If they had Apple Pencil support for the iPhone XS Max, I would never need an iPad Pro. I would be more than happy because I have GoodNotes on my phone. If I could write with the Apple Pencil, it's amazing. It'd be amazing. Now I do have some of those, styluses, and I can write in GoodNotes there. And who knows, maybe I might. No, I hate those styluses. Forget that idea. Forget I was in Apple. I want an Apple Pencil for my iPhone X. But when it comes to the other things that I was looking at, getting back into reading more ebooks. I'm not a huge fan of reading books in written form. I like to listen to audiobooks, but I do get more out of reading the physical text of a book and highlighting and making notes and stuff like that. And I've read a number of books using the Kindle app, and well, believe it or not, the difference in screen size from the iPhone 8 Plus to the iPhone XS Max, there's so much extra words that can fit on the screen, even with bigger font size, that it makes it a more pleasant reading experience. So I may actually start picking up and reading more from the Kindle app on my iPhone XS Max than I was on my iPhone 8 Plus. The other thing that I learned as a result of playing around with this thing is that if you go into accessibility, your accessibility options, so go to general, I think, and then accessibility, and then there's an option called larger text. It's old man text. Oh my gosh, it literally is the equivalent of putting old man glasses on. You can actually go in and change the default text size. And I know my phone looks ridiculous, but when I open it, now that doesn't work with every single app. The apps have to support it, but the Apple apps all support it, and a majority of other apps support it as well. So, for example, when I look into iMessage, if I hold my phone right here, it used to be that I would really need my reading glasses to be able to see this close in front of me when I have my contacts in to see what's written in my text messages. Except for now, and I can't show you because I'm vlogging from my phone, but it's like big, bold text. I mean, it's like huge, and I love it. The Gmail app from Google, that's what I use for my mail app on my iPhone, and it has big, bold text. I love it. It's awesome. So many of my other apps, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of those text, any text on any of those apps, it's all this big, bold text. And I can literally hold my phone at any distance with my contacts in, with my contacts out. It doesn't matter. There's no way I can't see that. There's a few different apps like Google Chrome and stuff like that. There are some other ones that don't have this support for this larger text. I may need to see if Safari has the support. If Safari has the support for larger text, I may switch over to the Safari browser. So anyway, all I can say is I listen to a bunch of tech vlogs tech vlogs. I watch a lot of tech vlogs, and I listen to a couple tech podcasts, This Week in Tech and Mac Break Weekly from Leo Laporte. And I got to tell you, there are so many people who are complaining about the rising costs of smartphones, and I don't get it. No, I mean I get that these things are expensive, and the thing is there are cheaper options out there. There are Android options for those who can't afford an iPhone or whatever and stuff like that. But the idea of complaining about the fact that this iPhone XS Max, I think it cost me like $1,243 after my $170. So, $1,300-$1,400 for an iPhone XS Max with 3 years of Apple Plus coverage. So $1,300. And I'm thinking, what do I get? Dude, I get this absolutely gorgeous, I mean, the mechanical design, it's absolutely a beautiful phone. An OLED display, a battery that lasts all day long, wireless charging, Face ID. Oh my gosh, I can't, the ability to use Face ID with LastPass to log you into apps when they log you out for whatever reason. Oh my gosh, guys, my life is so much simpler and easier, and I enjoy my phone so much more than I ever have with any other previous iPhone. And to think that, I mean, this phone is my primary computing device. Now, don't get me wrong. I sit in front of this 27-inch iMac for hours a day, every day, but nowhere near as important to me as my phone. When it comes to my business, I would never want to do my business without my iMac. I wouldn't, not yet. As far as I'm concerned, I couldn't even do my business from an iPad. I think those days are coming. I really do. But man, my iPhone, to think that this is too expensive. There are cheaper options out there. And if I can't afford an iPhone, then I can go buy a $200, $300 Android smartphone and have a lot of the same features and a lot of the same functionality. But gosh, the innovation, how much money did it cost for them to create Face ID and for them to make it as secure as it is and to have iCloud work as seamlessly as it does and to have these backups and restores and just know that things work. And it's just like, I love my new iPhone XS Max. It is a joy to use, and I'm having a blast. Anyway, you know what? I'm at 29 minutes and 2 or 4 seconds now, and it's 7:43 in the morning on a Saturday, and I woke up at 4:30 this morning, eager to start my day. I think this was like day 12. And guys, it's just been a huge blessing to add these extra 14 hours a week, every single week, into my productive life. And I thank each and every one of you who are following these vlogs. If you're watching me at this point, you're one of those people in my community who are actively watching my content, even these 30-minute long vlog updates. And I love just sharing with you what's going on in my life, what I'm excited about, the things I'm experiencing, and stuff like that. Creating content like this, it does a lot for me because I get to share with you, and that's what I feel called to do most in this world. So thank you for being a part of this community, and I'll be back in touch soon with more vlog content. Maybe quite a bit more of these Facebook Lives, these YouTube Lives for quick, easy, personal vlog updates. When I want to get a vlog out, I feel led to put one out today, and then all of a sudden it's like, hey, I am going to just make a quick personal vlog, let the phone do it all for me, and it's all set and good to go. But guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. Until next time, I encourage you to take every area of your life to the next level. Bye. Just got to figure out which one was this right here.